a member of my congregation who is in danger at every and any moment of losing her home. And she said, I try and I try and I try, and I just can't seem to dig out of the hole I'm in. So when I saw that map of the red dots that blend into one big red streak in Brooklyn of the foreclosures, I thought, she's a red dot on that map of all those red dots. And all the people who spoke before, Etta Lopez and Yvonne Alvarez and Io Middleton, they're red dots too. But you know what? It may be that you have to deal with an awful lot of paper and an awful lot of maps and an awful lot of figures, so you may think of them as red dots. They are not red dots. They are human beings who are created in the image of God. And they're not asking for a bailout. They are just asking for a fair shake, not for more $45,000 interest payments, or destroyed dreams, or exorbitant payments, or kicking people when they're down. When there are 5 simple solutions that Brooklyn Congregations United has just handed you, that you and your more senior officials could take into account and begin to take action on soon. We understand that it's brave of you to be here, when in many ways it is the people higher up who we want to speak to, and I'll get to that in a moment. We're really happy to have you, and truly appreciate your being here in the line of fire, but we also want to talk to more. I just want to take note that in the book of Deuteronomy, God puts out what I think of as the original plan for the economy, which is, number one, there's an ideal. There should never be needy people in our land. And number two, there's the real. Because there are needy people, we always have to help. And so I want to bring a story that a whole lot of people here have heard me tell on a couple of occasions, that comes from a 16th century rabbi named Isaac Caro, but he could have said it yesterday. This is his teaching. You are rich because the poor are poor. And if you don't help them, God is going to rotate the world so that the people that are on top are going to be at the bottom, and the people that are on the bottom are going to rise to the top. So we understood some of what you said, I think, about HAMP being a first-year program and trials are hard, but the trials of HAMP that you all are trying to work out are nothing. Hello? Are nothing compared to the trials of the people that you heard from, and so many thousands more in Brooklyn. And we want you to get through this hard trial time really fast and get to the 5 steps that BCU has handed you. And I also want to just say a word about next steps after those. The problems, of course, in our country, the financial inequities, are not just about foreclosures and keeping people in homes, although that's one of the crucial things that we're here to talk about. There are larger problems. And we think here at BCU and at PICO that now is the time to get back to having financial institutions invest in local communities. And so BCU is moving toward a request, an urging, a demand that New York City make responsible investment of its finances in institutions that invest in local communities, that they invest investment and retirement accounts, as well as regular old bank accounts like yours and mine, in institutions that are going to invest in our communities, and not that are going to take the money and run, which is how some of it looks from here. So we do want to thank you. We do want to hold your We do want to thank you. We do want to hold your feet to the